Standard 6 Social Science, Term 2 Geography, Unit 1 Resources. Welcome to our class, children. Hello, children. Today we are going to see a new chapter in geography. In this session, we are going to learn about what is meant by resources, the different types of resources, the need for conservation of resources, the meaning of economic activities. Resources. Resources are anything that fulfills the human need. All resources have value. These value can be divided into commercial, non-commercial. Commercial resources have great economic value. Example, petroleum. Non-commercial resources are abundant in availability. Example, air. Resources can be classified into natural resources, man-made resources, human resources. The needs of human beings are ever changing. According to the ever changing needs, resources keep changing. Factors that determine whether a substance is a resource or not: time and technology. Let us see in detail about natural resources. Natural resources, all the resources that have been provided directly by nature: air, water, soil, minerals, natural vegetation, and wildlife around us. The use of any natural resource depends on the place it is available, the form in which it is available, and the technology necessary to avail it. Classification of resources. Natural resources can be classified into different groups depending on origin, development, renewability, distribution, ownership. On the basis of origin, resources are classified into biotic resources, abiotic resources. Biotic resources are all living resources. Plants, animals, and other microorganisms are biotic resources. Abiotic resources are all non-living resources. Wind, water, rocks, temperature, light are abiotic resources. Biotic resources. The biotic resources were basic substances till they were recognized by human beings. According to human needs, substances were collected and preserved for use. In the beginning, man has three basic needs: food, clothing, and shelter. He collected things through primary activities like hunting, food gathering, fishing, and forestry. Abiotic resources. Early man went in search of better landforms for agriculture and their cattle. They need tools for hunting and agriculture. Primarily, the tools were only made of stones. Later, man dug the earth for better abiotic resources and found copper first and iron later. Mined precious metals for making ornaments. Later, mining became one of the leading primary activities and still hold an important places in economic activities. Next one, on the basis of development. On the basis of development, resources are divided into actual resources, potential resources. Actual resources are resources that are being used and quantity available is known. For example, coal at Neyveli. Potential resources are resources that are not being used in present and its quantity and location are not known. Technology to extract such resources is also yet to be developed. For example, marine yeast. It is used in baking, brewing, wine, bioethanol, and pharmaceutical protein production, and it is found in Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Next one, on the basis of exhaustibility, that is renewability. On the basis of exhaustibility, the resources can be divided into renewable resources, non-renewable resources. Renewable resources or resources once consumed can be renewed with passage of time. Misuse of such resources can also limit its availability. For example, air, water, sunlight. Non-renewable resources are resources which are limited. They become exhausted after use. For example, coal, petroleum, natural gas, and other minerals. Next one, on the basis of distribution. On the basis of distribution, resources can be classified into localized resources, universal resources. Resources present in specific regions are called localized resources. For example, minerals. Some resources are present everywhere. Such resources are called universal resources. For example, sunlight, air. Next one, on the basis of ownership. Based on the ownership, resources can be classified as individual resources. Individual resources are resources that are privately owned by an individual. For example, apartments. Community owned resources. Community owned resources are the resources utilized by members of a community. For example, public parks. National resources. National resources are resources within the political boundaries or oceanic area of a country. For example, tropical rainforest of India. Tropical rainforests are called the world's largest palmacy as 25% of natural vegetation or medicinal plants. International resources. Oceanic resources can be utilized only after an international agreement. For example, ambergris. Ambergris is an extract from sperm whale. A pound of ambergris, that is 0.454 kg, is sold for $63,000. And this ambergris is used in the perfume industries to produce perfume. Now we are going to see man-made resources. Natural resources are modified or processed by technology into man-made resources. For example, sugar cane is processed to get sugar. All the structures built by man can also be called man-made resources such as houses, bridges, roads, etc. Secondary activities. Transforming the raw materials into finished goods. Man's skill and ideas are the basic requirements for these secondary activities. Next we are going to see human resources. Group of individuals who use nature to create more resources. Education, health, knowledge and skills have made human beings a valuable resource. Tertiary activities. Tertiary activities are basically concerned with the distribution of primary and secondary products through a system of transport and trade. Example, banking, trade and communication. Gandhian thought of resources. There is enough for everybody's need and not for anybody's greed. Mahatma Gandhi blamed human beings for the depletion of resources because of over exploitation of resources, that is over usage of resources. Unlimited needs for human beings. So conservation is very important. Let us see about resource planning and management. Resource planning is a technique or skill of proper utilization of resources. It is necessary because resources are limited. Their planning is quite necessary so that we can use them properly and also save them for our future generation. Resources are unevenly distributed over different parts of the world. It is essential for the production of resources to protect them from over exploitation. Conservation of resources. Careful use of resources are called conservation of resources. Resources are being used at fast rate due to rapid increase in population. So, natural resources are being used at a very fast rate. Using resources wisely can control the depleting ratio. Development is necessary without affecting the needs of future generation. Sustainable development. If present need of resources are met and conserving of resources for the future generation are balanced. We call it as sustainable development. Sustainable development can take place when reason for depletion are identified, wastage and excess consumption is prevented, reusable resources are recycled, pollution is prevented, environment is protected, natural vegetation and wildlife are preserved, alternate resources are used. The easiest way to conserve resources is to follow 3 R's: reuse, reduce, recycle. Children, let us have a small recap. Resources. Resources are anything that fulfills human needs. Natural resources. Resources, that is raw materials, directly provided by nature. Biotic resources. All living things, plants, animals, and microorganisms. Abiotic resources. All non living things, land, water, air, and minerals. Primary activities: collection of resources directly from nature, that is, raw materials. Secondary activities: transforming of raw materials into finished goods, manufacturing in industries. Tertiary activities: distribution of primary and secondary products, service industries. Careful use of resources is called conservation of resources. Sustainable development: when the present population's needs are fulfilled, the future generations' needs will be met without damaging the environment. The easiest way to conserve resources is to follow the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Children, I hope you understand the new topic in geography. Thank you, children.